Good afternoon. I would like to welcome you to the 2014 Cecil County Inaugural Ceremony. It is a wonderful day for Cecil County as we install our newly elected officials. I believe this day recognizes a new dawn in Cecil County history. The very fact that all of these elected officials were willing to come together to be sworn in today is significant and speaks highly of their desire to serve the people of Cecil County. I am honored to be here with them. At this time, I would like to recognize on the stage Council Vice President Alan McCarthy, Council President Robert Hodge, Council-elect from District 2, Joyce Bowlesby, Council-elect from District 3, George Patchell, Council-elect from District 4, Dan Schneckelberger. Also, we are honored to have Sheriff-elect Scott Adams, as well as Sheriff Janet, Captain Steve Brownhill, and First Sergeant David Ellis, who will be administering the change of command ceremony for the new sheriff. We are also honored to have judges-elect of the Ordinance Court, Sally Saunders Camp, Carolyn L. Crouch, and Pete Pritchard. And last, but certainly not least, Register of Wills-elect Michael W. Dawson. Would you please stand with me for the presentation of the colors by the Cecil County Sheriff's Office Color Guard, and remain standing for the National Anthem and the Pledge of Allegiance, which will be read by Eagle Scout Gregory Gelman from Troop 443.
Pumps.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order. Pumps. All right. Face. Step. Marks. Right. Fix. Ready. Post. Left. Face. Forward. March.
Thank you, and please be seated. I want to introduce to you now a special friend of mine, Pastor Bill Harris, who is the assistant pastor from Wardsville Baptist Church, who will deliver our invocation.
Let's bow for prayer. Gracious Lord, today we come to you with thanks and praise for the privilege to choose our leaders and those who will govern us. It is our right and our Christian duty to do so. Civil government is a divine institution of you, O Lord, just as our founding fathers, through your godly influence, had planned. It exists to protect the life, the liberty, and the property of its citizens, thereby enabling us to more effectively advance your heavenly kingdom. Never let these civil leaders forget, dear Lord, that they are servants of the people and to you. And may they govern under your higher authority, realizing that the fear of the Lord is an essential quality for an effective godly leader. Let it be, Lord. And in the end, we will continue to give you thanks and all the praise. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you, Pastor. It gives me great pleasure now to introduce Council President Robert Hodgson.
You say, wow, look at all the people that care about Cecil County. Thank you for coming and attending this ceremony. 2 years ago, a new county executive and 2 council members were elected and sworn in to mark the beginning of charter government in Cecil County. Today, we'll be swearing in 3 additional county council members, a new county sheriff, 3 judges of the Ordinance Court, and a register of wills. In my mind, this swearing in completes the transformation from the commissioner form of government to charter government in Cecil County. Now that this transformation to charter is complete, we can realize all the benefits that charter government provides, including, but not limited to, our county government being more efficient and more responsive to the needs of our citizens. I have very high expectations on how well all the elected officials, not just those on this stage, but all the elected officials, will work together to accomplish the goals that we are going to set forth. There will be many challenges. There will be many challenges. But I think that we will be able to overcome them. And as we begin 2015, I'm sure that all our local county elected officials, as well as our state delegation, and they're all here today, and our governor, are united in working together to solve the challenges that we face, both here at the state level and locally. I look forward to working with the new council, the new sheriff, all the Ordinance Court judges, and the Register of Wills to make Cecil County a better place to live, work, and pursue our dreams. Thank you.
Thank you, Council President Hodge. It is now my pleasure to not only recognize but introduce to you the Clerk of the Court, Derek Lowe, who will administer the oath of office to our officials.
For those of you who are keeping score at home, the question I'm getting is, who swears me in? The Honorable Keith Baines has sworn me in this morning at the courthouse. So, one of the great pleasures I have in this job is swearing in many elected officials. So let's begin, shall we? I'd like to call Joyce Olson. To Joyce Bowlesby of Cecil County, greetings. Be it known that the people of Councilmanic District 2, reposing great trust and confidence in your integrity and wisdom, did on the 4th day of November 2014 elect you as member of the County Council. You are therefore to execute said office justly, honestly, diligently and faithfully, according to law, and hold the same for a term of 4 years, beginning on December 1st, 2014, or until you shall be duly discharged therefrom. Given under my hand at the Great Seal of Maryland, Governor Martin O'Malley. I, Joyce Wolsey,
I, Joyce Bowlesby,
do swear or affirm
do swear and affirm
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States,
of the United States,
and that I will be faithful
and that I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to the state of Maryland,
to the state of Maryland,
and support the Constitution
and support the Constitution
and laws thereof,
and laws thereof,
and that I will,
and that I will,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
diligently and faithfully,
diligently and faithfully,
without partiality or prejudice,
without partiality or prejudice,
execute the office
execute the office
of member of county council
of member of county council
according to the Constitution
according to the Constitution
and laws of this state.
and laws of this state. Derek just indicated that I could say a few words. I'm your caucus. In our instructions earlier, Jim Massey indicated that we would have a minute to talk. And I quote, he said, to treat it like the Academy Awards. Well, Jim, I want to thank you, Janice, Terry, and Katie for working hard to make this a memorable event. I also want to thank the citizens of Cecil County for choosing me to represent you as a member of County Council. It was an honor to be appointed to the council position by County Executive Moore, but I think this is really a greater achievement to be elected by the citizens. This is a responsibility that I do not take lightly, and I will endeavor to represent you with the utmost integrity and honesty. I have to thank my campaign team of Sarah Kalinda, Carolyn Capper, Susan Jordan, Chris Ann Zepp, and Renee Butler-Edge. Special thanks to Ingrid and Dennis Minahane, Pete Wood, and Mary and Mike Sheeler for sponsoring fundraisers that helped us achieve this accomplishment. I also want to thank the many volunteers who worked tirelessly at the polls to help us. And I have to mention Francis Bowman, who did our website. I must thank my husband, John, for his love and support, and who gave the phrase "home alone" a whole new meaning. I want to thank my sons Bill and Matt and their wives for their financial and emotional support, and my sister Elaine Schultz, who, even though she lives in Delaware, was out sign waving with me every day during early voting. But most of all, I really want to thank all of you, the voters of Cecil County, for using your voice to express your confidence in me, and for giving me this opportunity to serve all of you. Thank you.
In the interest of time, instead of reading this commission once again, it's the same exact words. I will present this to you.
It's my patience.
I, George Patrick,
I, George Patchell,
do swear or affirm
do swear and affirm
that I will support the Constitution
that that I will support the Constitution
of the United States,
of the United States,
and that I will be faithful
and that I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to the state of Maryland,
to the state of Maryland,
and support the Constitution
and support the Constitution
and laws thereof,
and laws thereof,
and that I will,
and I will,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
diligently and faithfully,
diligently and faithfully,
without partiality or prejudice,
without partiality or prejudice,
execute the office
execute the office
of member of county council
of member of county council
according to the Constitution
according to the Constitution
and laws of this state.
and the laws of the state. I'll be brief. Just wanted to, first of all, thank my wife Lisa and my father for supporting me through my run as county council. It was a very trying situation, obviously on all the candidates, but especially when you have two little children at home who want to know when you're going to coach the next game or make sure you don't miss any of their practices. So for my family, I wanted to thank them dearly for staying behind me over the last 12 months. And then also to the citizens of Cecil County who have confidence that I will go in and do what I said I will do in my platform, and I will represent you to the best of my ability and certainly give everything I have to make sure I make you proud, and hopefully we can get things moving in what I think in a positive direction for this county over the next 4 years. Thank you.
All right, Dan. Here is your permission, signed by the governor. I, Dan Schneckenberger,
I, Dan Schneckenberger,
do swear or affirm
do swear and affirm
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States,
of the United States,
and that I will be faithful
and I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to the state of Maryland,
to the state of Maryland,
and support the Constitution
and support the Constitution
and laws thereof,
and laws thereof,
and that I will,
and that I will,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
diligently and faithfully,
diligently and faithfully,
without partiality or prejudice,
without partiality or prejudice,
execute the office
execute the office
of member of county council
of member of county council
according to the Constitution
according to the Constitution
and the laws of the state.
and laws of this state. Thank you, Derek, and again, I just want to thank everyone here tonight, today for coming out. This is a tremendous reception for me personally, and for everybody here standing up who's won elected office. I see a lot of supporters out here, and I'm grateful that you've come. I'd also like to thank my family, my wife Tina, and daughter Anastasia. My mother's sitting in the front row, my mother-in-law, my brother, who's gratefully given me the time to pursue this endeavor. And also want to thank all the voters who saw fit to choose me for this position. As President Hodge has maintained, we have a lot of challenges left in this county, but we really got a good working group going forward, from the delegation all the way down to county council, and we're ready to hit the road running tomorrow. So thank you again.
to Scott Adams of Rising Sun, Maryland. Greetings. Be it known that the people of Cecil County, reposing great trust and confidence in your integrity and wisdom, did on the 4th day of November 2014 elect you sheriff. You are, therefore, to execute the said office justly, honestly, diligently, and faithfully according to law, and hold the same for a term of 4 years, beginning on November the 4th, 2014, or until you shall be duly discharged therefrom. Given under my hand in the great seal of Maryland, Governor Mark Nolan. I, Scott Adams,
I, Scott Adams,
do swear or affirm
do swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States,
of the United States,
and that I will be faithful
and I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and to bear true allegiance
to the state of Maryland,
to the state of Maryland,
and support the Constitution
and support the Constitution
and laws thereof,
and laws thereof,
and that I will,
and that I will,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
diligently and faithfully,
diligently and faithfully,
without partiality or prejudice,
without partiality or prejudice,
execute the office
execute the office
of sheriff
of sheriff
according to the Constitution
according to the Constitution
and laws of this state.
and laws of this state. Wow, this is huge. I'm very impressed and would like to thank everybody for this reception. Never expected it to be this large. I'll try to be brief myself. I do want to thank my family who's here, my wife Marcia, my son Ben, my son Thomas, my dad Rodney, my mom Shirley, my mother-in-law Paula. I'm missing 2 people from my family, my oldest son Derek and my father-in-law Owen. I had a tough choice to make today. If you don't know, it's opening day of rifle season in Pennsylvania. I lost out. So I hope you're going well. I do want to thank the voters for that overwhelming support that I got. I want to thank my campaign team, who was too many to mention, but it was quite incredible, the support that I received throughout really the last 2 years. And as George Patchell said, it is very trying on your family, but you know that coming into this, it's part of the job. I want to thank my brothers and sisters in law enforcement that are here as well. It means a lot to have them here and showing their support. Our color guard, how awesome is that? They do a great job. Look tremendous. So one word I hear a lot is cooperation, partnerships, and working together. And we keep hearing that over and over, and I've heard it over and over through the campaigns, and that's always a great thing, and that's where I come from, and that's what I know, and that's what I'm going to do going forward. So there are great challenges, no doubt, but we're going to come up with some great solutions. I'm positive of that. Thank you. We have a changing of command ceremony that we're going to perform. I'll switch over, so bear with us.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and distinguished guests. Welcome to the Cecil County Sheriff's Office Change of Command Ceremony. Today, the Cecil County colors will be passed from Sheriff Barry Janney to Sheriff Scott Adams. The change of command is a simple, time-honored tradition that is rich with symbolism and heritage in the peaceful transition of power and responsibility. Key to the change of command is the passing of the Cecil County colors. These colors represent not only the heritage and history of the Sheriff's Office, but also serve as an outward symbol of the loyalty and duty of service displayed by the Sheriff and deputies in their service to the citizens and commitment to their oath of office. The traditional custodian of the colors is the first sergeant, who is responsible to safeguard the colors for the Sheriff's Office as the senior enlisted deputy. The colors are being passed to Sheriff Barry Janney one last time, symbolizing that he has honored his oath and commitment to protect and maintain the Sheriff's Office and the deputies during his time as Sheriff. Sheriff Scott Adams accepts the county colors from Sheriff Barry Janney, signifying that he accepts and assumes command as the new Sheriff of Cecil County Sheriff's Office and the deputies. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's ceremony. We are honored to be able to have you take part in this ceremony.
Sally to come up. I'm going to read the commission for all the Orphans Court judges. To Sally Sanders Camp of Chesapeake City, Maryland. Greetings. Be it known that the people of Cecil County, reposing great trust and confidence in your integrity and wisdom, did on the 4th day of November 2014 elect you judge of the Orphans Court. You are therefore to execute the said office justly, honestly, diligently, and faithfully, according to law, and hold the same for a term of 4 years from November 4th, 2014, or until you shall have been duly discharged therefrom. Given under my hand as the Great Seal of Maryland, Governor Martin O'Malley. I, Sally Sanders Camp,
I, Sally Saunders Camp,
do swear or affirm
do swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States,
of the United States,
and that I will be faithful
and that I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to the state of Maryland,
to the state of Maryland,
and support the Constitution
and support the Constitution
and laws thereof,
and laws thereof,
and that I will,
and that I will,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
diligently and faithfully,
diligently and faithfully,
without partiality or prejudice,
without partiality or prejudice,
execute the office
execute the office
of Judge of the Orphans Court
of Judge of the Orphans Court,
according to the Constitution
according to the Constitution
and laws of the state.
and laws of the state. I did have a few words, just a few. And I did have to write them down because I would forget them otherwise. My father always told me, if you have the ability, then you must seek the opportunity. Thank you to the citizens of Cecil County for electing me, thereby granting me this opportunity. I would also like to thank my parents, brothers, and sister who have always provided unconditional love and support. They assured me that I could do anything that I put my mind to. And thank you to my husband, who have always been my moral compass and my guiding light. And thank you to my dear friends. You are my cheerleaders and my strength. And thank you to my attorney mentors, Melissa Jones in Florida, Frank Thomas in Virginia, Fred Kuntz and Barbara Levine in Baltimore, and Richard Bacon, John Ciccarone, and Miguel Pena in Wilmington. You instilled in me a desire to assist those needing estate and trust administration guidance, and you taught me well. And finally, a big thank you to Bill and Mary Manlove. You told me, go, run for this. You have been an incredible inspiration to me in your endless public service. Thank you so much.
Do swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States, and that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the state of Maryland, and support the Constitution and laws thereof, and that I will, to the best of my skill and judgment, diligently and faithfully, without partiality or prejudice, execute the office of Judge of Orphans Courts according to the Constitution and laws of this state.
First of all, I'd like to thank the citizens of Cecil County for electing me to a third term as Judge of the Orphans Court. It has truly been my honor the last 2 terms to serve all of you, and I'm very thankful to have this opportunity again. I'd like to say thank you to my husband, Jess Crouch, who has always supported me many years ago when I talked about running for this office and encouraged me to do it. I'd like to thank my daughter, Jessica, who has always served as my treasurer and kept all my reports up to date. My sister Patty Aikman is here today, and she knows why I ran for this office and my reasons for continuing to do so, and I thank her for her unwavering support as well. My very dear friend Terry Gandon, who was here today, she has always been one of my biggest supporters, and I appreciate that. This is a job that I do not take lightly. I believe in following the laws of this state when it comes to estate and trust administration, and I swear that I will uphold all of those laws again. I would be very remiss if I didn't say thank you to a very special person today. That's Betty Eliason. Betty encouraged me about 10 years ago before I ran for this office to do so. I was fortunate enough my first term to have her on the court with me where she served as my mentor. My last time on the court, she served as my mentor as well and has always been a dear friend to me. Betty, thank you for encouraging me to do this. To the citizens, thank you again. I look forward to serving you another 4 years.
I, Pete Pritchard,
I, Pete Pritchard,
do swear or affirm
do swear and affirm
that I will support the Constitution
I will support the Constitution
of the United
of
States,
the United States,
and that I will be faithful
and I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to the state of Maryland,
to the state of Maryland,
and support the Constitution
and support the Constitution
and laws thereof,
and all thereof,
and that I will,
and I will,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
diligently and faithfully,
diligently and faithfully,
without partiality or prejudice,
without partiality or prejudice,
execute the office
execute the office
of Judge of Wilkins Courts
of Judge of Wilkins Courts
according to the Constitution
according to the Constitution
and laws of this state.
and laws of the state. It's a nice crowd. I'll be real short. I would like to thank the citizens of Cecil County for their support. I will strive in my elected position to be a servant of the people to the very, very best of my ability. I want to thank you all very, very much. You did a good job. Thank you.
To Michael W. Dawson of Perryville, Maryland. Greetings. Be it known that the people of Cecil County repose great trust and confidence in your integrity and wisdom. Then on the 4th day of November 2014, elect you Register of Wills. You are therefore to execute the said office justly, honestly, diligently, and faithfully, according to law, and hold the same for a term of 4 years, from November the 4th, 2014, or until you shall be duly discharged therefrom. Given under my hand a great seal of Maryland, go to Martin McMahon. I, Michael W. Dawson,
I, Michael W. Dawson,
do swear or affirm
do swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States,
of the United States,
that I will be faithful
and that I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and to bear true allegiance
to the state of Maryland,
to the state of Maryland,
and support the Constitution
and support the Constitution
and laws thereof,
and laws thereof,
and that I will,
and that I will,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
diligently and faithfully,
diligently and faithfully,
without partiality or prejudice,
without partiality or prejudice,
execute the office
execute the office
of Register of Wills
of Register of Wills
according to the Constitution
according to the Constitution
and laws of this state.
and laws of this state.
I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank the voters of Cecil County. I am truly humbled and honored to have been selected to serve as your next Register of Wills. I wanted to take this moment especially to thank my family, my dear wife Carolyn, my sons Matthew and Joseph. Joseph unfortunately couldn't be here today. He's back at College Park finishing up his semester. My daughter Katie, my parents, Mom, Hugh and Barbara Dawson. They've been great support, and I really appreciate everything they've done to help me along this path. I will be brief here, and I say that because those of you who know me know that that can be difficult at times. I did not enter this office lightly at all. I do take it very seriously, and I give you my word and my honor that I will approach this office and the duties thereof with all the integrity and character, and it is a very important office, and I do approach this office and with a great deal of compassion, a great deal of seriousness, and I do thank you for entrusting me with this office. We look forward to serving the citizens of Cecil County for the next 4 years. Thank you very much.
And now for your enjoyment, we have the Rising Sun High School Chamber Choir under the direction of Mr. Jeff Anderson, who will now sing us a holiday melody.
Shepherds come and see.
Morning Bethlehem, all blessed lamb for thee.
Sing Noel, sing Noel, sing Noel,
sing we Noel, for Christ the King is born.
sing Noel,
Sing we now of Christmas, sing we of Noel.
Shepherds found the child lying in a manger stall.
Sing Noel, Joseph standing by, his mother Mary loves.
Sing we Noel, for Christ the King is born. Sing we Noel, for Christ the King is born. Sing we now of Christmas, sing we O Noel. Come by Oriental, journey from afar. We did come to greet him, meet the shining stars. Glory to God, for Christ the King is born. Sing glory to God, for Christ the King is born. Sing we now of Christmas, sing we all Noel.
Inspiration to all of us, and we wish you the best in your academic and your personal pursuits in the future. Thank you so much. I'm going to divert from the script just a little bit. My staff loves it when I do this. But we have just sworn in a number of elected officials, and we talked a lot about partnerships and working collaboratively together. I think it's important for these folks that are behind me to know just how important those partnerships are. I want you to know who the people in this room are. First, I'd like to ask our state elected officials, those who currently serve as our state elected officials and who will be serving Cecil County's elected officials, to stand up, please. And then I would like to join for those people who currently serve as elected officials to stand up and join them as well. Or have served as elected officials. And then I want to introduce our Cecil County staff to you. So any county employee, please stand up as well. That are here to support all of you. Thank you so much. And now it's my honor to introduce Pastor Samuel Hartman, the former rector of St. Mary Ann's Church in Northeast, and he will now give us our benediction.
Let's join in prayer. Creator and loving God, we thank you for calling us to serve one another in our families and in our community, in this county. We thank you especially for those called to serve in elective office, those that we have honored today, those we've inaugurated today. We pray that they will be blessed with the spirit of cooperation, with the wisdom to make good decisions, with the energy to work for the common good. Oh God, may you bless them as they begin their work on our behalf today. And may you bless us all, oh Lord, as we leave this ceremony and go out to do the work that we are each called to do. May God bless us and keep us. May God let his face shine upon us this day and always. Amen.
On behalf of all the newly elected Cecil County officials, we thank you for coming here today and sharing this ceremony and this joy with us. After the recessional, the honorees will receive you in the back of the room. And lastly, I want to thank again our high school students who are here and serenaded us and provided us instrumentation music. Thank you so much. I also want to thank the Cecil County Sheriff Office Color Guard, the Clerk of the Court Derek Lowe for his participation in this event. I also want to thank and recognize Gabe Garcia and the Northeast Fire Company for their generous support of this event in the renovated ballroom. And I think you'll agree it's all very beautiful. Will you all please stand with me for the retirement of the colors?
Gomer. Left, face. Half step, march.